came into existence just now. We see in front of us Christians calling towards Christianity, Catholics from amongst them calling towards Catholicism, Protestants calling towards their faith, Jews from amongst the humanity calling towards their own, Muslims calling towards their own, Shia calling towards their own, Sunni calling towards their own, atheists claiming there is no God at all. And I need to put all of these in front of me on a level playing field without a bias. And then see, what is this Christian calling towards? I haven't even seen what he's calling towards. What if what he calls towards has more righteousness and more right than my faith? I won't know, because I've never seen it. I've never been objective enough or never been prepared enough to go and listen to what he's saying. Whenever I come across a Christian and he's giving me his ideas and I'm giving him my ideas, I'm giving him with the stance that I'm right, he is wrong. Therefore, whatever we speak about will be from this mindset, that I'm right, he is wrong. And whatever I tell him will be geared towards this. And whatever he tells me will be from his mindset geared. We don't look at it with an objective mind. What if I'm wrong? What if everything I've been taught from childbirth is incorrect? What if? Who is at stake here? If everything I have been taught is incorrect, like everything the Christian has been taught maybe is incorrect, or everything the Sunni has been taught is maybe incorrect, or maybe a Jew, everything he has been taught is incorrect or correct, who is at stake here? If a person grows up in a certain religion, and that religion teaches him the wrong things, the belief of the religion is skewed, blinkered in its views, who is at stake? Who is going to suffer? He is going to suffer. Here I'm going to suffer. What is it that makes me know I am right? If, for example, I have been born a Muslim, after having been born a Muslim, I don't just take it, I'm a Muslim, end of story, and I don't know anything outside this. I come every month of Ramadan, every year in the month of Ramadan I do certain actions. Every year in the month of Muharram I do certain actions and attend certain places. And this is how I carry on my life. What is there for me in the hereafter? Am I on the right path or not? I've never looked into it. I never sat down with myself to look objectively whether what I'm doing is correct or not. What is my faith in the hereafter? Even if Shia Islam is the right belief. But I'm here by chance. Not here because I believe anything. I need to look at everything objectively. Then I will find my beliefs, are they correct or are they not? Then on this basis of sincerity, of objectivity, in finding the truth, I land naturally at Shia Islam, oh well and good, alhamdulillah. If without this I'm walking the road of Shia Islam, I'm the same as the Christian who's a Christian because his parents were a Christian. No other reason. If we want to build a bridge with our youth in order to keep them away from this society and draw them in closer to the way of Islam, what is the suggestion? How can we go about this? In this society, first of all, we can stop talking about keeping our youth from this society. Our youth are in this society already. So forget about keeping our youth away from this society. In order to keep our youth away from this society, make sure you homeschool them. Make sure from the day they are born you keep them indoors. Make sure they never go to the supermarket. Make sure they never see a billboard in the street. Make sure they never work anywhere except from home. No. Our youth, not our youth and ourselves, our elders and our youth and our women and our men, we are part of this society. So let's not talk about keeping our youth away from this society. Perhaps what we mean are keeping our youth away from the moral ills of the society we see around us. Fair enough. How do we keep our youth away from this? Even asking ourselves this question, we see that many of our youth, Many of our youth, here in Ottawa perhaps, in London certainly, in New York, in California, in Australia, many of our youth are infused and already submerged in the moral ills of this society. Such as in London, perhaps we may see youth attending the mosque or the Islamic center on the 8th, 9th and 10th night of the month of Muharram, and throughout the rest of the year they may be dealing in drugs. They have problems with their sexuality. They have drink problems. Our youth are part of the society. So to say, how do we keep them away from this? They're already in this. The question is now how to draw back from this state. I was speaking to one of the sisters yesterday at Markaz Ahl-Bayt who we were talking about this very thing, why the youth are not attending in such large numbers as the Lebanese community here has an enormous number of youth. Why they are not attending? Many of them have these problems. From their schooling, from the universities, the elder ones amongst them, the young professionals have these problems. We have in London youth who have gone this way. These youth need help. We didn't protect them from the beginning. We didn't teach them rightly. As parents, we didn't bring them up properly. As parents, we were immigrants into this society. We were unable to know properly how to deal with the society and how to deal with the tarbiyah of our children. Okay, so they've gone now, many of them. How to draw them back. Remember, these youth are already into these social and moral ills. So now a sheikh coming or a maulana coming and saying, don't do this in the mosque, it's not good enough. These youth, one, they don't for a moment think they want to live like this, they don't. Once they've submerged themselves in these moral ills, they have seen the evil ways, they want to get out of it, but there's no way out. The community already knows them as someone who doesn't attend the Islamic center. Their friends and colleagues know them as someone who deals drugs, someone who goes this way and does everything haram under the sun. These people have no way out, but they need a way out. They need a way out. So we need to give them a way out. Now, one thing which has been established for a few years now, alhamdulillah, due to one youth who was a visionary, may Allah reward him and raise his status. He was the founder of something we have in London called the Muslim Youth Helpline. MYH, Muslim Youth Helpline. It's a phone-in service. Youth phone this service confidentially and speak to other Muslim youth. Not ordinary Muslim youth. Muslim youth who are also in the same society, going to universities and working, young professionals, etc. But these Muslim youth have been trained, have attended courses on counseling. They have become professional counselors, as well as their youth lives, as well as the lives they lead in this society, as well as being on the right path and not having submerged themselves in the moral ills of the society. They are counselors. They now have an expertise in how to talk to certain youth. They have an expertise in how to dialogue with someone. They have an expertise in how to talk to someone who threatens that they are going to commit suicide because their life has been submerged into this thing now. Let us not kid ourselves that our youth are not facing these things. Let us not brush these things under the carpet. They exist and they need help, and we will be answerable if we do not help them. They are drug addicts. They want a way out. Many of our youth, let's be open. Let's not kid ourselves. Many of our youth, both our brothers and our sisters, after experiencing certain things in their childhood, have grown to experience homosexual tendencies, and they don't want to go this way. They phone. What should I do? I'm feeling like this. What can I do? These people are professional counselors. We need something like this in every Western Muslim society. These people